Hello!
Hi everyone!
As a part of our cultural exchange, let's look at the difference between two New Years.
For that, let's look at the New Year in France.
And the New Year in Taiwan. Let's go outside for this. As you probably already know, New Year's Day is celebrated the 1st of January in France. That was the case in the both old Roman calendar, this one, which is a lunar calendar based on the Greek lunar calendar. Also, the Julian calendar that succeeded it, we celebrated New Year's Day on the 1st of January. With our actual calendar, the Gregorian one, we celebrate also New Year's Day on the 1st of January. The Gregorian calendar is a purely solar calendar. It has a cycle of leap days in a 400-year cycle to keep the duration of the year aligned with the solar year.
The Gregorian calendar has either 366 and 365 days and was introduced in 1582 as a refinement of the Julian calendar.
February 29, also known as a leap day, is the date added in most of years that you can divide by 4, such as 2008, 2012 and 2016. The next time there will be a leap day will be 2020.
A leap day is observed because a complete revolution of the sun takes approximately 6 hours longer than 365 days.
This day compensates for that lag, realigning our calendar with the Earth's position in our solar system. And during the early modern period, mostly Roman Catholic nations used that calendar. But by the 19th century, it was adopted for the sake of convenience in international trade.
On the other side, we Taiwanese use another calendar called lunar calendar.
A lunar calendar is a calendar that is based on the cycle of the lunar phase. This can be contrasted with the solar calendar, which is based on the revolution of the Earth around the Sun. Because there are slightly more than 12 lunations in a solar year, the period of 12 lunar months is referred to as a lunar year. So the Asian ancestor decided to take January the 1st off the lunar calendar to celebrate New Year's Day. That's what's called Chinese New Year.
The lunar calendar also caused another widespread legend about Chinese zodiac. The Jade Emperor ordered that animals will be designated as calendar signs that the 12 animals who arrived the first can be selected. At that time, the cat and the rat were good friends and neighbors. When they heard about this news, the cat said to the rat, "We should arrive early to sign up, but I usually get up late." Then the rat promised to awaken his friends and go together. However, on the next morning when the rat got up, he was too excited to recall his memory and went to the gathering place directly.
On the way, he met the ox, the horse, the tiger, and all animals that ran much faster.
In order not to fall behind, the rat thought up a good idea. He made the straightforward ox carry him on condition that he sent for the ox. At last, the ox and the rat arrived first. The ox was so happy that he thought he would be the first animal of the year. But the rat had already slid in front and became the lucky animals of Chinese zodiac.
12 animals take turn to represent each new lunar year, and in 2017 it comes chicken.
Let us look at what happened before and what happened after Chinese New Year.
In France, New Year's Eve is called Saint-Sylvestre. We celebrate that with a feast called Réveillon de la Saint-Sylvestre, and it includes special dishes such as foie gras, seafood like oyster and champagne. It can be a family meal or a party with your friend.
On New Year's Day, le jour de l'an, we exchange New Year's resolutions, kisses and wishes.
We have a holiday period on that time, which lasts until January 6th. On that day, we celebrate what we call Épiphanie. It's Jour des Rois, which means Day of the King. On that day, we eat what we call Galette des Rois, which means king pie. That pie is composed with 2 sheets of puff pastry filled what we call frangipane. It's like almond paste. Inside that cake, there's a small china doll that we call fève. The one who have that china doll in his parts will become king or queen for 2 weeks. And that person needs to wear a crown, a gold crown on his head, and he needs to choose his or her partner. According to tales and legends, the Chinese New Year starts with a mystical beast called Nian.
Nian would eat villagers, especially children. One year, all villagers decide to go and hide from the beast. Suddenly, a man appeared before all villagers went hiding, and he said that he was going to stay for the night and get revenge on the Nian. All villagers think he was insane.
The old man put red peppers up. Also, he set up firecrackers. The day after, when the villagers come back, they realize nothing was destroyed. So they think that that old man was a deity sent to save them. From that day, they understood that Nian was afraid about red peppers and also loud noises.
Now, when New Year was about to come, all villagers would put on red clothes and hang the red lanterns, and also put the red spring spools on windows and doors. They also used the firecrackers to frighten away the Nian. From that day, Nian never came to the villagers again.
Fireworks and enjoying the New Year's Day is probably common to every tradition in Taiwan or in France, because there's always room in every culture or every country to party or having fun with your friend.
We hope you enjoyed this first video.
Be gentle, that's our first video.
And stay tuned to see you soon.
Bye!
Bye!